Evening, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Nick's Veggie Patch. Coming to you live here from my allotment, and this is to give you an update of what's been happening here on my vegetable patch. What we've planted, what we've finished, what we've harvested. So without further ado, let's get cracking. As you can see, folks, I'm in my greenhouse at the moment, where this is my planting greenhouse, planting my seeds. As you can see there, I've got some spring cabbages ready to go out. I've got some runner beans on the way. Carrots are looking quite bushy now. They'll be ready to put on into bigger pots. I've got my cabbage balls ready to go out or to put on into bigger pots. I've planted out quite a few cauliflowers today, so they've gone into one of my raised beds. As you can see, most of the cauliflowers in that cell tray. Still got those to plant out. As you can see, my pumpkins, Halloween pumpkins, are starting to come up, so hopefully I should have a whole load of those to come up and into a bed ready, hopefully for Halloween comes. But they're not just for Halloween, they're also for eating, making pumpkin stews, pumpkin pies, that sort of thing. As you can see, I've had a little bit of a change around in my greenhouse. I've got my new workstations sitting there nicely. It's a little bit messy. It was tidy, but it's a little bit messy. As you can see, my courgettes, they're ready to pot on. They'll probably go straight out into the ground, and hopefully we'll have some really nice courgettes. But yeah, as you can see, things are coming on here in the greenhouse. Really growing on, and hopefully I'll have more things to plant out later in the week. I've planted also some more Swiss chard, some baby sweet corn, and a few other bits and pieces, but let's show you the rest of the plot. Okay, I'm outside the greenhouse where I've got my new bench. This is my storage compartment for storing all my trays, seed trays and covers to go on seed trays that I use as propagators. So yeah, all nice and tidy in there. Me and the missus can also sit down on that one, so we got that in the week. Not too expensive. Does us just a treat for when we're up here for an hour or so, and we can sit here, relax at our table, have a drink, carry on with our work. But I'll show you the rest of the plot. Okay, as you can see, got a courgette there, it's coming on. As you can see, starting to give us courgettes. Really pleased about that. Hopefully we should get a good crop of courgettes. That can stay where it is. I mean, you can plant that in the ground. I will do with some of the other ones in there that aren't as big as this one yet. But yeah, starting to get courgettes. You could have them small if you want, or if you let them grow and grow, they will turn into marrows. As you can see, I've potted some Russian giant sunflower seeds. Hopefully they will grow, give me some nice looking sunflowers. As you can see in this black pot here, I've got my nice sun gold tomato plants and a couple of other just normal variety tomato plants. But hopefully they'll come and they'll give me a good crop of tomatoes. As you can see here, I've got my strawberry bed. Strawberries starting to come on there. We had nice fat strawberry on there we found yesterday, so the missus tried it, nice and fresh from the allotment. She said it tasted really lovely. As you can see, the rhubarb still growing, still looking nice. Bit patches where the slugs and that have got to it. Onto my potato bins, King Edwards. As if you remember right, I said a few weeks ago we had a big frost. Well, they've come round and they've given new growth, so they're looking lovely, lush and green. Same with all my potato bins. They've all bounced back, given new fresh growth. and hopefully I should get a really good crop of potatoes. This is the mystery bin, as I've been telling you over the last few weeks. I can't remember what potatoes were planted in here because I lost the variety tag. But yeah, lots of potatoes cropping really well. This little black bin here, I've got my carrots in, brought some variety of carrots. Hopefully they'll yield a good crop. In this raised bed here, I've got peas, sugar snap peas, Monge 2, and some runner beans. This is all coming on nice. They're all starting to show little pods, so hopefully good crop of peas, Monge 2, runner beans, and various other greenery that we've put in there. In the 2 black pots I've got on the end of my beds here, they've got dwarf runner beans in, so hopefully they'll climb up the canes and give us a good crop of runner beans. There's more peas in here that we had left over, so we planted extra out. Some extra sweet corn that I had left over, we've planted them out. I call that intercropping because I've put that into various other beds, and I've got in with the peas, so the sweet corn in with the peas, and next to them I've got my kohlrabi. Hopefully they will yield us a crop. In here I've got my green kale, my brassicas, my green kale, my broccoli, and I've got my Brussels sprouts. So yeah, this bed's looking really good. Hopefully we should get a good crop from that this year. On to the next one. You can see this has got my Chinese kale and my fennel, which is coming on really well. As you can see, it's starting to get a really good bulb at the bottom there. Really pleased with that. So yeah, planted them, they're looking really good. As you can see, this is my salad bed, my spinach, my corn salad, my beetroot, and a little gem. Next to them is the radishes that are coming, almost finished picking them, still looking nice. My fabulous sweet corns, still they're growing on, they're looking really nice. Should get a good crop of sweet corns this year. Bring you on to the next raised bed, which has got the leeks in. Not long been planted, but hopefully they'll grow, give us a good crop of leeks. And today planted cauliflowers. This is a raised bed, as you can see. Planted cauliflower, so we're really happy with, I'm really happy with this one. They've gone out, hopefully a good crop of cauliflowers. As you can see, my plot is now finished. This is the section that needed finishing off. We finished it now, it's looking really good. We're really happy with it. I've got sweet potato in this blue raised bed here, making use of everything on my plot. Hopefully we'll get a good crop of sweet potatoes in there. This is where my wife's fruit trees have gone. As you can see, we're getting some fruits from them already, but we'll let them grow nice and bigger. And this is my other raised bed next to my compost bin, which has got French lavender in it, and also I've put some sunflower seeds in there. As you can see, my plot's looking really nice. My broad beans are coming on. We've started to see some broad beans coming up. As you can see, that nice little bit of broad beans coming on. So yeah, good crop of broad beans hopefully. These are the 2 raised beds that we haven't really sorted yet. That was my pumpkins that I planted on. Don't think they survived, but I think something else is coming up. Pretty much mainly weeds, but yeah, hopefully I sort that out once the pumpkins have come up in the greenhouse. I will have a crop of pumpkins. My cabbages, as you can see, just here. But yeah, as you can see, raised, it's all looking good, and hopefully I'll show you more in the week. as I say, hopefully show you more in the week. This is the polytunnel. As I say, this is looking really nice. Brussels sprouts in the far corner. This is where I've got all my chilies and more of my tomato plants, some lemon plants and some banana plants. But yeah, as you can see, it's all looking good. We're really pleased with it, and I'll catch you in a week for another episode of Nick's Vegetable Patch.